A POCSO court in the city on Tuesday sentenced a 34-year-old man to death for raping a 7-month-old infant on November 30th last year, leaving her fighting for life. The court termed the case rarest of rare. The court also awarded compensation of 10 lakh rupees to the survivor. The sentencing comes a day after Rajib Ghosh was found guilty of the crime. The sentencing comes also within 80 days of the crime. The death sentence was given for being convicted under Section 6 of the POCSO Act, which deals with aggravated penetrative sexual assault. In amendment to the section in 2019, the death penalty was added. Reni Datta is joining us for more details on this story. Reni, take us through this stringent order that the court has given.
हाँ एकदम देखिए, कोलकाता का बैंक्शल कोर्ट का जो पॉक्सो कोर्ट है उनकी तरफ से कल सेंटेंस दिया गया है। 2024 साल का 30 नवंबर में हुआ बरतला पुलिस स्टेशन का जो केस था, उस केस में 30 नवंबर 2024 बरतला पुलिस स्टेशन, जो कि कोलकाता पुलिस का नॉर्थ डिवीजन में पड़ता है, उस जगह में एक कंप्लेंट दायर हुआ था, जो कि एक कोलकाता का नॉर्थ डिवीजन में बरतला एरिया में सुबह बाजार एरिया में एक परिवार रहते थे फुटपाथ में। उनके परिवार की तरफ से दावा किया गया था कि उनका जो 7 महीने का लड़की है उनको वो ढूंढ नहीं पा रही है और वो मिसिंग हो चुका है। ये मिसिंग कंप्लेंट दायर किया गया था और उसके बाद ही जब पुलिस की तरफ से इन्वेस्टिगेशन चालू किया गया और उसके कुछ समय बाद यानी 3 से 4 घंटे के अंदर ही पुलिस की तरफ से ये बच्ची को रिकवर किया गया था। बच्ची को एक जंगल से रिकवर किया गया था, जो कि जिस जगह में वो लोग रहते थे उस जगह से करीब 200 मीटर दूर था। उस जगह से ये बरामद करने के बाद उनको हॉस्पिटलाइज किया गया था। उसके बाद डॉक्टर की तरफ से बताया गया था कि ये बच्ची के साथ यौन उत्पीड़न का घटना घटा है और इसी को लेकर परिवार की तरफ से मामला दायर किया गया था। और इसी मामले का इन्वेस्टिगेशन में कोलकाता पुलिस की तरफ से 8 दिन बाद, यानी इस घटना का 8 दिन बाद दिसंबर महीने में ये घटना का जो मेन आरोपी राजीव घोष, उनको झारखंड से गिरफ्तार किया गया था। कोलकाता पुलिस का डिस्ट्रिक्ट डिपार्टमेंट और उसके साथ बरतला पुलिस स्टेशन का पुलिस का ज्वाइंट ऑपरेशन में इनको गिरफ्तार किया गया था। और ये घटना का 26 दिन बाद कोलकाता पुलिस की तरफ से ये पूरा मामले का चार्जशीट पेश किया गया था बैंक्शल का पॉक्सो अदालत में। और उसके साथ साथ ही ये घटना का 80 दिन बाद, यानी कंप्लेन होने का 80 दिन बाद ये पूरा घटना का ट्रायल पीरियड कंप्लीट हुआ। और ट्रायल पीरियड कंप्लीट होने के बाद जो राजीव घोष, जो जिसको कोलकाता पुलिस की तरफ से गिरफ्तार किया गया था, उनको दोषी साब्यस्त किया गया। पॉक्सो का 6 नंबर जो धारा है, उस धारा में इनको दोषी साब्यस्त किया गया है और उसके साथ साथ ही इनको उनको मौत का सजा सुनाया गया है। कल कोर्ट की तरफ से जस्टिस इंदिरा मुखोपाध्याय की तरफ से ये सजा सुनाया गया है और उनको 10 लाख रुपए का जो जरिमाना देने के बाद भी कोर्ट की तरफ से कहा गया है। यानी कोलकाता पुलिस का इन्वेस्टिगेशन में करीब 80 दिन बाद ये पूरा घटना का जो सेंटेंस दिया गया है कोर्ट की तरफ से। बैंक्शल कोर्ट का जस्टिस इंदिरा मुखोपाध्याय का जो बेंच, उनके तरफ से ये सेंटेंस दिया गया है और राजीव घोष को मौत का सजा सुनाया गया है और उसके साथ साथ ही 10 लाख रुपया का जरिमाना का बाद भी कोर्ट की तरफ से बताया गया है।
बने रहिए आप हमारे संग। विनीत जिंदल सुप्रीम कोर्ट के वकील हैं, ये भी हमारे संग जुड़ गए हैं। विनीत जिंदल, मैं आपके पास आना चाहता हूं। विनीत जिंदल, एज फार एज ऑफ कोर्स नाउ दिस stringent verdict is concerned and the fast track manner in which it was given, do you believe this is a precedent for other such cases in the country?
Definitely, Uday. Look, the way the crime we are talking about, it is really harsh. It is beyond the imagination. A 7-month-old child has been suffered this kind of loss. The life has been taken. She has been raped, and then the death of the child. You cannot say that the person who is doing it is a human or what. So the person who is doing it definitely is not being a human, and he is not deserved to be alive further. The death sentence is one and only appropriate sentence for this kind of person who is doing this kind of illegal or I can definitely say inhuman act by killing and raping a minor 7-month child. So this is really appreciable by the court. I have seen that it is took 80 days only for conducting the whole trial, and the sentence has been given. It is really a precedent, and it is really citing other court and other proceedings has been still going on for a long time to deal with such kind of matter in an appropriate manner, on a fast track manner. Then we can say that the justice will be served to the person or victim or the family who has been suffering out of this kind of
Yogita Bhayana, what do you make, of course, of the fast judicial process in this case? Do you believe it is a result of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, the switch to these new laws?
Yes, definitely.
Yogita Bhayana, that question is for you.
Oh, okay.
Feel in this particular case, because in this particular case you have seen capital punishment. However, capital punishment has been announced in 100 other such cases in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan courts, but execution, you will see, mark my words, my prediction, it will change into life imprisonment in higher courts for sure. And this is the trend we have seen. Lower courts, they end up giving because they know, higher courts will definitely convert it. So it is not just announcing it, it is how proactive the courts are to kind of execute the capital punishment. We also got capital punishment in Nirbhaya case in lower court in 6 months. What happened after that? It took us 9 years. That too, a lot of efforts, playing all the tricks of the legal this thing. So it is easy to say that POCSO court has given capital punishment. It's easier said than done. And it is 7-month-old baby. I feel so ashamed that, even I'm predicting on your channel, this will go to, this will go back to the backbenches in higher courts. However, I have similar cases of similar age groups which never see capital punishment, POCSO cases I'm talking about. So Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita is differentiating in terms of it is the judge, kind of on discretion, on kind of wisdom that they use. They don't go by the books. I'm so sorry. So many courts are not giving capital punishment in POCSO cases of similar brutality, of similar age. I'm telling with lot of. I'm telling it with a lot of responsibility because I deal with such cases. So I am very apprehensive whether this will turn into capital punishment end of the day.
Okay. Also, as far as, of course, now, these cases are concerned, Yogita Bhayana, how do we make an example of this case? How do we ensure that exemplary justice is meted out so that,
yes.
Potentially this serves as a deterrent for other such convictees as well? Only
when all the courts all together, higher court and Supreme Court, within a year or at maximum a year and a half, execute this punishment. It is not the lower court. Lower courts, they can do their job in 6 months, 8 months, but then it will go for appeal in high court. It will take 4-5 years. Then it will go to Supreme Court, which will take n number of years, which we can't even predict. So altogether, justice will not be given. I'm so sorry to say. If you want to give justice, you need to have a timeline for all the courts, not.
Let me get in Vinny Jindal on this point. Vinny Jindal has a intervention to make on the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita impact. Yes, Vinny.
Yes, definitely it is an impact of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, and on some point definitely I am agree with Yogita Bhayana, but I am differ on many other point, like in that lower court passed the judgment, they know that the higher court has been reduced the punishments. I not agree upon this. Definitely every judge have their own wisdom. I am also agree that different court in a same kind of manner or offense is given different.
Absolutely, we cannot
yes,
already prematurely predict a future judgment.
Yes, and it is not about the president.
I am telling you with my experience of dealing with 100 cases of similar age. I have handled similar cases, Uday.
Every judge has their own wisdom.
I am not being negative, but I am being very practical in terms of dealing with cases.
Definitely, Ms. Bhayana, definitely I am agree with you that definitely there should be timeline on the specific aspect till lower court to Supreme Court. Whatever the punishment would be prescribed, this should be given and executed in time frame manner, definitely, because this kind of offenses we cannot anybody cannot agree upon this thing that it could be going long, definitely. And we are also looking forward, being from a legal fraternity, definitely we are working for it. We are writing the Chief Justice also that if some kind of this kind of offenses came, then the direction should be passed by the Supreme Court itself. This should be taken not more than 1 year in appellant court, either could be High Court or Supreme Court. I myself I written a letter to Chief Justice of India. So definitely in future will definitely try hard to see more effective and more speedier disposal of this kind of appeals if it could be go further. But I really appreciate the effort of the lower court in this matter by granting a capital punishment. And
this is a cover-up for RG Kar. This is a cover-up for RG Kar from the West Bengal government. I'm sorry to say that, but this is a cover-up.
Judicially is not working under any government or any.
You know it.
Thing. I am not agree upon this point. You can say that definitely I am also willing to.
Lower courts are under pressure. They are under pressure with the state government.
See the capital punishment of Arjikar hospital case.
But all right, we leave it at that. My thanks to our guests for joining us and a reporter who joined us earlier as well. Quickly turning our focus to more news coming in. Manipur police have arrested one sympathizer of KCP organization, namely Romeo Leshram of Urim